Welcome everyone. Today we won't be having our usual Bhagavad Gita as it is session. Instead of the session, we will be just reading out some positive affirmations or the inner talk, which is when believing in yourself matters, as the saying goes. And forgiving and letting go. This is something we have to do sometimes on a daily basis, sometimes as and when we need, it has to be done. So I shall read out. I've had these for a number of years with me, but as the divine wished, I happened to find them again from the bottom of a drawer about some time ago. So let's read them. I am a gift. Love created all. The divine exists in all. I see the divine in all. Good exists in all. I see good in all. Life is a miracle. I am a miracle. Living is wonderful. I'm forgiving. I'm appreciative. I'm positive. I'm confident. I'm balanced. I live in peace. I live in harmony. I live in now. Now is all there is. I have all I need now. I'm free of all addictions. I emulate the highest. I'm understanding. I love unconditionally. I care without reward or expectation. Form is function. I'm non-resistive to life. I'm eternal. I'm accepting. I'm grateful. I allow. I'm wise. I'm whole. I am enough. I'm sufficient. I'm good. I'm joyous. I'm happy. I have humor. I laugh. I'm powerful. I'm loved. I'm loving. I release. I accept. I accept grace. I live in grace. Grace is forgiveness. I'm sharing. I'm caring. All occurs with purpose. Purpose is direction. I'm free of fear. I'm free of anger. So these are some of the positive affirmations. I was thinking of putting some music at the background, but then I thought just the ticking of the little clock is also nice, because like we understand here that time is also Bhagwan. Time is Bhagwan himself. So I thought it's fine. We got to remind ourselves of these positive things over and over again. Sometimes maybe a few times a day, or sometimes maybe once a day. We have to understand that we are eternal, blissful, and knowledgeable. That is, we are the spirit soul. I found these affirmations after a long time, but when I read them over and over again, I realized that person who has written this, I don't know if they believe that they are a spirit soul or not. The way they have worded some of these things, some of the sentences or some of the lines, they are resonant with the fact that they understand that we are not just this body, we are the eternal souls. So Forgiving and letting go is a big thing these days. Outside in the material world, we see there are big speakers, and speakers who are uh, in the inverted commas classed as motivational speakers, and people who can just surge the positivity in you, and this uh, this ambition, and they can drive you to achieve everything. But we have to understand that we all are individual people, individual with the different, we all have different upbringings, we all have different conditioning, and how we react to different things around us is also very personal. Those of us who are students of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna, we understand from the Adi Guru, the Adi Purush, that the three modes of material nature, the goodness, passion, and ignorance, they act upon us differently. And under the set of these three modes of nature, which Krishna calls the Triguna, guna means rope, and guna means quality as well. So under the influence of these three gunas, we all react differently. Why? Because all of us have different circumstances and different situations going on in our lives, and we are in a different society. We follow different culture, we come from different backgrounds, we all have our different challenges, our different duties. And first of all is that we all live with a set of expectations as well. We think that what we are saying to the person sitting across the room to us, whether it's a family member or a colleague or a friend or your child or your sibling or relative, or for matter anybody outside in a shopping center, is going to understand what's going on in our head. We fail to understand that what we are going to say to the person, that person is going to understand our dialogue with respect to their own conditioning, with respect to how their day has been, health-wise, or other circumstances which are holding them on that day or during that particular time of the year. So this is how we get the misunderstandings and the fuses, they blow up sometimes between two people. So we got to understand that we are all individuals. We all have four mistakes, like Krishna tells us in Bhagavad Gita. The four defects all of us, which we have in us, is, first of all, we are all under illusion, thanks to the Maya. Second, illusion that we think that, oh, I'm going to live forever and I'm this body, I'm not this soul. This is the biggest of all the illusions. And we start to think that I'm the enjoyer and I'm the doer in this world. No, it's the Lord. Lord has given us some energy in the form of our Atma, in the form of our consciousness. Until that is riding factor within our body from head to toe, we are able to do something. So we should get away from this illusion that we are not the doers. It's the Lord. The Lord within our hearts as Paramatma, and the Atma which has come into this body is the doer, not us. And who is the enjoyer? We think that, oh, let's get this, or let's go there, or let's find some enjoyment for ourselves. No. Whatever we are going to do, whatever we are going to think of enjoying ourselves, shouldn't be for us first. It should be offered to the Lord first. And then the remnants of that in the form of prasad should be taken. Then there'll be no karma attached. All these things sound very lofty in the beginning. They sound very, very lofty words. But this is the only thing which is going to keep us away from getting illusioned. But we will stay illusioned because these are the 4 defects Bhagwan says in the Bhagavad Gita. The first is we all are illusioned. Second is that we all commit mistakes. No matter we are very wise or very learned, or we think that we have learned a lot of things, but still we will commit mistakes. That is all due to the 4 modes of material nature. They will act upon us in such a way that we will be helpless with them. We cannot deride the 3 modes of material nature. And sometimes I say to myself, the 4th is our mind. 3 modes of material nature, then our great entity, which is always with us, our mind, that is also responsible for so many things. When it doesn't let the intelligence do the work, and it just gets swayed with the senses. And the 3rd defect is that we all have imperfect senses. We think that what we have seen is right, or what we have heard is right, or what we have taste or smell. We just believe, and the sense of touch as well, of course. We believe that our senses are perfect. No, they are not perfect, Bhagwan says. And this is not for any one particular person. This is applicable to everyone. And what's the 4th defect? First, we all are under illusion. Second, we all make mistakes. We have all imperfect senses. And the 4th, oh my God, classic. It's gone from my head, but it will come back as I speak. It will come back. It's quite similar. That's why I think and if one of you who are watching with me, if you can just prompt me, would be lovely. You can write that down, the 4th one. The cheating propensity, that's the 4th one. All of the human beings, whether from a small child to an old person, we all love to cheat as well. We all have cheating propensity. Yes, thank you for prompting, and I think we thought at the same time. So this is it. We have got 4 defects, and I don't know about others. Myself, I can't remember the 4th one sometimes if I'm trying to repeat. So this shows how imperfect we are. So we have to let go of whatever has happened in our life. And letting go, sometimes it has to be on a daily basis. It's like we have to clean our desk or clean our room or clean our temple or in our house sometimes on a daily basis. When there is sometimes we think that, I just dusted this place 2 days ago and it needs clearing out again. Similarly, our psyches are same. Our consciousness gets conditioned with our mind. Our biggest enemy can be our mind if it's not under control. And our mind can be a best friend as well. We don't want it to be a too good friend or a too bad enemy, that we just want to be in control of our mind. This is what my realization is. Because if you are very goody friend with your mind, what will happen is mind will just ask you to do all the lovely things it wants to do. And if mind is your enemy, it will not listen to you at all. So the best is to be in control of your mind with your intelligence. And if you're reading the Shastras, if you're a student of Bhagavad Gita, then you can't go wrong, because Krishna is going to advise you. Any verse in any chapter you open, or you listen to any scholarly or a senior devotee or a guru, bona fide guru, on the internet, on the YouTube, or even just read something on this these social media platforms, they won't advise you wrong, because they are self-realized. They have heard, they have learned, and it's better to learn from somebody who has already learned. Why waste time? There's no need to waste our time. Like Prabhupada says, be lazy intelligent. So we have to let go of the things on certain, sometimes day-to-day basis, sometimes it's, and also to forgive. The easiest way to forgive anyone is by remembering that all the entities of this world have got 4 defects. But forgiving doesn't mean that you again got to be very best friends with them again. You can decide how you want to behave with them in future. If they have let you down so many times and you have tried your best to deal with them, you can decide what's the course of your friendship or relationship is going to be there in future. But you have to forgive. You cannot walk around with a burning charcoal piece in your hand. Because Krishna says to you, like we were reading a couple of days ago, that with anger, with the unfulfilled desires, lust, and then anger, and then you will get bewildered, and then you won't be even able to carry out your day-to-day affairs. And never mind, bhakti will be far away then. So to be able to remember Krishna and to be able to do the bhakti after learning the Gyan Yoga, Karma Yoga and Dhyan Yoga, that bhakti is the best. And bhakti will be done if your mind is free of any bad sentiments or any bad feelings which are harboring in your mind, which are just there sitting in your psyche, sitting in your consciousness, because they will be an impediment to your bhakti. You won't be able to chant. I don't know about others, but it happens to me all the time. If I'm not free from some unfinished business in my mind or in my head, or with vis-a-vis some relationships or some, for example, say any kind of sphere, could be in the devotee circle or in the family circle or in the profession, if one of the things is just sitting in your head, you won't be able to hear properly your own chanting or hear or understand what Krishna is trying to say in Bhagavad Gita when you're reading, or understand or make some realizations from the lectures which you are watching, or this very number of Zoom classes which we are able to see nowadays during this 2020 COVID, I would say COVID-aya namaha. Because thanks to COVID, we all have been given so much time to introspect and to realize that what is lacking in our life, what is lacking in our bhakti, where we are going, and what we are actually trying to achieve by coming to the bhakti path, or if we were thinking of getting on to the path of bhakti, or is there something lacking in our surrender to Krishna. So we have to surrender wholeheartedly, and my realization is when we surrender wholeheartedly, this year has been given by Krishna to all of us to do that first of all. With surrendering wholeheartedly, Krishna is going to provide us all the conducive, all the necessary tools for the bhakti, and the people and the gurus and the shastra and the sadhu sangha, whether it is going to come in the form of online association or getting in touch with each other through number of social platforms. So this is a golden period. This is why the golden avatar Gauranga Mahaprabhu came 5 years. Krishna, Radha and Krishna ke roop mein Bhagwan came. Why did he come? He had to come because Krishna wanted to see that what do the devotees get out of me. So that's why Krishna came as Gauranga. And Nityanand Mahajan was with him. That is the incarnation of Balram and Lakshmanji. And Balram is Shesh Nag as well. We see on the head of Vishnuji, Shesh Nag is there. That is because Balramji always serves Krishna as his paraphernalia, whether it's his pillow, his bansuri, his shepherd's, that stick, so many other things. So forgiving and letting go are the 2 basic things we all have to do over and over in our lives. And I don't know if I'm sounding very passionate as I'm speaking, because this is something which we have to do. every time. If we can do, we can have clear consciousness, we can have no baggage on our backs, so as to speak, and we can just go through the activities of our lives. We can remember Krishna, we can think about Krishna, we can serve him nicely, and we can do our duties as well at the same time around us. Like we say that we have to bring Krishna in every sphere of our life. Krishna has to be with us all the time. We have to serve Krishna so nicely that at our last moments, Krishna will be forced, whatever he is doing. Actually, he is as Paramatma with us all the time. But even if we forget, Krishna will make arrangements that we can remember him. And by remembering him nicely, at our last moments, we will be able to go back to the Godhead, back to his kingdom, back to Golok Vrindavan, back to Krishna Lok, where we'll be able to serve him what we have been practicing here in this perverted banyan tree-like existence of this material world. So I hope all of you are reading the chapter 15, 20 verses. I've put that on the Krishna Bhakti channel as well. So if you don't have time, you can just put it on, and while doing your other activity or other duties in the house or in the office or wherever you are, you can listen to it and light the lamps as well. And these 20 affirmations I have just read before, not 20s, I haven't even counted, they're more than 20, they're actually a lot more than that. So please go through them again, and if you would like to add some of your own, do add, and serve Krishna very nicely up to the 16th of this month. This is when the Purushottam month ends. Then we'll have the last half part of the Chaturmas when the no milk month will be there. Sorry, you don't consume milk if you're observing the Chaturmas. And then from the 31st, I think, of October, is it? Kartik Mas, the all auspicious Kartik Mas begins, when we'll start singing the Damodarashtakam. But for now, if you would like to, please sing the Chaurashtakam. They are beautiful prayers by Bilvamangal Thakur. I will try to put a rendition sung by us at home, and we try to sing a bhajan for Nityanand Mahajan as well. We'll try to put that on. You'll have to bear with us, bear with our singing. It's beautiful. And please remember Krishna, serve Krishna. Krishna is giving his mercy open-handedly this month. Krishna loves this month. Krishna has called this month after his own name, Purushottam month. And let's make most of it, and let's help each other out however we can. Because sometimes we think that, oh, I can't do this thing. It's not possible for me. But I was hearing one of these brilliant Prabhupada disciples, Mahatma Das Prabhu, he was saying that we should not keep ourselves back by thinking that, oh, this task is too big for me. This service is too big for me. I'm not capable of doing it. We should go for it. If it's for Krishna, Krishna will empower us. Krishna will give us the power. Krishna is within our hearts. Krishna is waiting for us, that we talk about him, that we propagate his name. Krishna wants each and every soul trapped on this earth. I'm saying trapped because they are going to come back over and over again in this or that species, unless they have this realizations that we are the soul, and we are done with this business of coming and going back into this world, learning everything, and then have to get birth again and then start from scratch and build relationships and go through heartaches and this and that, and not being able to forgive and not be able to let go, and just be anxious all the time, worried all the time. No, our main business is to remember Krishna. Our family business is to remember Krishna, as Prabhupada says. And our business is, family business should be to give Krishna name to everyone, Krishna Katha to everyone. Because even if we can inspire one single person in our life to come into Krishna consciousness, God knows how much Krishna is going to be happy, because we'll be doing a little bit of task for Krishna. And let us help Prabhupada, like Prabhupada always said to his disciples when they said, Prabhupada said, ask, I don't know, it was Giriraj Swami, yes, Giriraj Swami was asked by Prabhupada that, Prabhupada said, when I'm gone, how will you do your bhakti? He said, Prabhupada, I will do the bhakti by following the regulative principles and doing my 16 rounds properly. And Prabhupada was very happy to hear that. And Prabhupada always said to all of them that don't let me come back for you. You do your sadhana bhakti nicely and you get out of this material world. It is doable. That is why Krishna has set this task for us in this life. If it was non-doable, Krishna wouldn't have set this task for us. If we have come to this Kali Yuga, which is come after Krishna comes in Treta, in Dwapar, is because Gauranga Mahaprabhu came, and which is Radha and Krishna himself. Who is Radha? Who is Radharani? Somebody asked Prabhupada. Prabhupada says Radha and Krishna are same. And when people say, why did Radharani didn't marry Krishna? And I think Amrendra Prabhu was saying as well in one of the classes that when it is same Atma, then same Atma is not going to marry the same Atma, is it? It is the same Atma which is come as two, because they want to enjoy. Krishna wants to enjoy. And Krishna wants to enjoy that kind of pastimes with himself. He doesn't want to enjoy with anybody else. So let us keep our goal in our minds very clear, and let us look after our families, do our duties to our families, to our extended families, to our parents, to our children, to the people who are coming in contact, and let us give them Krishna Nam. If it's even by prasad, by whoever is coming to your house, just cook something, offer it to God, and then give them to eat. So you are doing that service to them as well, and service to Krishna by giving them the prasad to eat. And that's all. I was going to speak only for 5 minutes, these inner talks only, but I think Krishna wanted me to say that. And this was something which was in my mind for a long time, and I wanted to share with all of you. I hope it will make some kind of sense to you. And I wish you all a beautiful weekend ahead. I wish you all a lovely weekend with Krishna, with your families. And remember, everyone around us comes again and again. The same set of Atmas are born with us and they go around us. But let us try to be a little bit better in this lifetime. Give them the better way of us, that is a nice devotee of Krishna. Let us not waste what Prabhupada gave his kind of all of his life for us. So let us not waste it, and let us help Prabhupada in his mission, and let us make Krishna also happy. With these words, I'll take your leave of you. Hare Krishna. Thanks for joining.